Okay. Hello, everybody. Woo! Sorry we're a couple of minutes late. It was one of those mornings, but we're here.
And that's what matters. Here safely.
That's right. That's better than not being here because I was in a wreck or something.
That's right.
But I tell
It's,
you, everywhere I went, it was like a line, a line, a line. I'm like, is nobody in a hurry but me? What is going on? Y'all need to hire some more employees. There are lots of people out there who need work. Hire some people.
oh dear.
Oh goodness! I'm glad nobody was with me in the car. Oh,
yeah,
I've just confessed though.
my mama
Hi,
always
Barbara.
said. My mama always said, "Better late than never."
That's true.
So
That is true.
yeah, there we go. Hi, Barbara. Another of those mornings. Yep. It's been like that. So okay. I just told everybody on Facebook. Oh, the I forgot the message. I did it in the groups and I forgot the message. I'll go tell the message. Just a minute.
Okay. Hi, Mina. We're glad you're here.
Yep. There we go.
I'll
Now
tell you, the ones I did with tissue paper feel completely different from the napkins.
Okay. I didn't do any tissue paper ones yet. So
Well, they just feel slicker. There's not as much texture. I guess because they don't bubble as much, buckle as much.
They don't wrinkle as much. That's for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, that was something I just now noticed. So
Mina must have had a busy, crazy morning too. She says, "Me too." And Barbara looks like Barbara had one. So
well, I'm glad y'all are here and you're all safe too.
And hello, Mary. Yeah, well, lurking and watching is a good thing. That's what I was doing last night while Lisa was on. I was still trying to get some things done, and so I was listening, and I couldn't even always see the computer, but at least I was listening.
Oh, there they are. I was going to say, I know I have a couple left that don't have anything on them.
Oh,
there they are.
I have several left that don't have anything on them. So,
well, I have front and back of the back one, and then this one. So, but I've got so much to do on the. I mean, I have done practically nothing on any of the others except one, I think. So,
yeah.
They just have a background, so
that's kind of how all of mine are, but I kind of have some idea of where I'm going, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to do my pockets first this morning because that way they can be drying while I'm working on other stuff.
I have decided I'm probably not going to worry about pockets.
Well,
I'm just going to be happy with this, and I've got too many other things to worry about, so I'm not going to worry about pockets. Oh. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Mindy. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Mindy. I'm glad y'all are here.
Well, I have to tell you, Jeff was going to go work on Mama's yard today, and he got back he had to go to the VA and get some blood drawn. Once a year, he has to go to the VA and see their doctor to stay on their rolls. He tries not to use their doctor because we have other insurance, and that way people who need it can get it. But he has to stay on their rolls for his hearing aids and that kind of thing. So anyways, so
hi, Teresa. Hi, Lori. We're glad y'all
went to get his blood work, and he was going to leave. I mean, the truck is all ready and everything is all sorted. He was going to leave as soon as he got home. Well, he got home at 8:30. The heat index was already 102 in the shade.
Oh, goodness gracious.
He's staying home because it's supposed to be 110 in the shade today.
That's too hot.
Yeah, it's too hot to be outdoors. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Hi, Joyce and Lori and Teresa and me. I said Mina and Cheryl. Anyways, hello everybody. So,
Well, guess what? I
what?
got home from my, everything taking forever trip of,
Mhm.
running errands, and my key won't come out of my car. It's stuck in the ignition, it won't come out. And my car wouldn't lock. I mean, if
Honey,
I locked
honey,
the doors and then opened the door and got out and shut the door, it unlocked. It was like, okay, I can't get the key out. I understand you're trying to protect me from locking my key in the car, but I really need the car locked now more than ever.
honey, I hate to say this. You need to go check your car because my guess is it's not in park.
Well, I will go try that right now. I mean, I put it in park, but it could be just almost in park. Let
That's
me go
right.
check it.
And go
I'll be right
check it and
back.
see if it'll go into park. Hmm. I may be wrong, but uh-huh. She was also hurrying, guys, and you know what happens when you hurry? Uh, you things just don't go as nicely for you as when you're not hurrying. So, hi Nashwa. So what is everybody going to do? Or the steering wheel needs to be turned just a little bit. Yeah, that's true, Teresa. Sometimes that's the case, but the fact that it won't lock is kind of odd. Hi, Deborah. I'm maybe totally wrong, but oh, thank you, Teresa. That was I'm gonna trim it just a little bit in a curve so that this line is not quite so straight. But I gotta get some cardstock because I want these pockets to have a little bit of give. I don't want them to be stuck straight down. So but yeah, Teresa, my key won't go in if the steering wheel is off just a little bit. But then my car is kind of old, so that's just the way it works sometimes. Okay, do we have some cardstock in here? We have a big old mess in here, and we don't have any cardstock. I cannot believe I don't have any cardstock in there. Yes, a gusset.
It's nice to have smart friends.
Was that what it was?
Yep. It looked like it was in park. It felt like it was in park, but I took it out of park and put it back in park, and the key came right out.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And Teresa said sometimes just wiggling the steering wheel will do it, but I figured you'd already done that.
I have. I wiggled everything that you could wiggle except park.
Yes. And see, the thing of it is that I have actually forgotten to put it in park and realized because my foot was still on the brake that I couldn't get the key out and realized that, oh, okay, Tanya, you forgot to put it in park. So
Yeah.
but,
Well, it was in park. It just wasn't completely in
all
park.
the way in park. Yep. Yep. Well, that's good. Then that's just one less thing that you have to worry about now, isn't it?
And I am very grateful because I did not want to have to go take it to a locksmith and try. And that would have been so embarrassing. Oh, and probably I would have gotten there and tried it again, and it would have worked fine, and I still wouldn't know what was wrong.
That's right. Okay, I have to go get a piece of cardstock because for some unknown reason I have no cardstock in my bag.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do on these last 3 pages as my base. I think this will be good on the end. Then I can put something there. So let's just do that on the one that's going to be the back of the book. Just looks like a brick wall, so I think it looks like it should be the end.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
So
It's always the last thing that you do that works. That is very true, Teresa.
yeah.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Now, when my husband got home, he might tell me the same thing, and I could have figured it out. But um, my plan was to run it over to a locksmith as soon as we got through. You know, if my son had been able to figure out how to get it locked, I mean, he did figure out how to lock it and still managed to get out and keep it locked. Um, but I was planning to run to a locksmith as soon as we got through here. So,
Well, now you don't have to do that.
yes, praise the Lord.
hmm So, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just cut myself a nice long 1-inch piece and see if that's
dear.
going to be what? Did
Well,
you cut too small?
I cut it with the paper going this way.
Whew.
So I'm going to have to do it this way, but my bricks are going the wrong way now. I'm going to pretend it doesn't matter.
Okay, I did that the other day. Well, I didn't remember what it was I was doing, but I did the same exact thing. Well, I think it was one of these, and I ended up getting out another. Laura says she's glad she's not the only one that does stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so.
Yeah, Cheryl. When in doubt, wiggle park. There you go. If you wiggled everything else, wiggle park.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. Wiggle everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Jeffrey's Jeep, we had to have a new engine put in it.
Yeah.
He come home last week. It's blowing oil.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So I haven't asked him. I don't know if he checked it because it was so hot out there today. I don't know if he checked it. So,
Well, at least it should be under warranty, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's one of the reasons why we went with we ordered a brand new engine instead of having his rebuilt, which is normally what we would have done. Because it's better to fix things than to trash things. But
Right.
The rebuilt job would have only had like a couple of months warranty, and this has like a year's warranty. So
Well, that's good. Hi, Renee. Hi, Sana.
Crate
I'm glad
engine.
y'all are both here.
They call what we got a crate engine.
A crate engine.
Yes, because it comes in a crate. Because it comes in a crate. That's right.
Okay. Well, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Okay, so I
forgot my rag.
Uh-oh.
You go ahead and do what you're doing. I'm going to run in and get a rag. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, before you run, will you answer a question for me?
Okay.
I think I want to round these corners. What do you think?
Well, I have been thinking exactly the same thing.
That rounded corners are the way to go, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned that my corner rounder may not do it. That's my only because all I have is this one.
It's the little one, yes, and that's how I've chewed up my corner rounders.
So I guess if I ruin it, then I'll have an excuse to get one of the good ones, huh?
Yeah, well, I've ruined 2 of those, so just so you know. Little Red Wagon. Hi, Violet.
Renee.
Hi, Renee.
Hi, Violet. I missed you. I'm glad you're here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you can run with your rag.
Okay, be right back.
I stopped her, guys. I just, I had to know what she thought. I could have asked y'all, but I wanted her opinion too. So, and this and my Crocodile are a couple of very good investments. I have been very pleased that I bought myself these. Okay, that is not going to be a good thing. I'm going to have to fix that. And Cheryl, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. All right, let's fix this part right here first before we do anything else. And I meant to fill this glue up because I'm having trouble getting the glue out. And I think it might just be empty. Or kind of empty. All right. Where'd the rag go? All right. So now the plan is to put all right. Let's trim this off the way we want to trim it off. Where's my scissors? There they are. And I'm going to take a lot of this off, but just a little bit. So that, I think I want to take a little bit more. I want some of that darker green stuff to show. Is the deal.
Okay. Got me an old towel to dry off with too.
There you go. Yeah. I think that just lets more of the background stuff show. Just
Yes, I like that.
I'm gonna just I'll give that a little bit more smooth. It was just a little pointy. Okay, and now we need to ink it. And it's not going to stay on if I don't ink it with something permanent. So, this is a Crunchy Book style journal. Is this a Crunchy Book? Well,
sort of, I guess, because we're going to bind it the way we bound the Crunchy Books. We put a paper over cardstock, kind of like we did Crunchy Books, but
oh blast, that's the wrong.
But that's not what we were thinking.
No, it wasn't what we were thinking, but it's very much. I used cardstock. Lisa used Bristol board. We collaged book paper down. We're collaging napkins over. So yeah, I guess so. Hi, Sunny Day. That's awesome. She's making, well, I'm assuming it's a she. Making a napkin journal, using up her stash.
We're very glad you're here and joining us in our use of our napkins.
Uh-oh, what's the matter?
Well, I wiped the edge of my napkin back over the top, but I got it off in time to save it.
Okay.
Okay. Get this one out of the way.
Okay. I am very glad that I got this bigger corner rounder, though. I have really enjoyed the heck out of uh, using it. It's so much easier to punch heavier things with.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about
Right.
breaking it.
Well, and the fact that I have
She from Georgia. Well, we're glad you're here.
you're okay. Is there a name you would like us to try to remember to call you? We
don't
never
mind just calling you Sunny, but if you would like something else, we would write it down and try to remember.
and try to remember. Yes, ma'am.
I think I'm going to use this one to cut stuff out of and add into other ones.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's kind of busy for
to
use on its own.
I've got some of those too that are kind of busy.
Hi, okay. Julie. Glad you're here.
Hi, Julie. Okay, so, I got to do this thing. Because even if I glue it in there, it's going to have... I just need to remember to use a new makeup sponge on these stays-on things. They're not falling. It's not falling apart quite as bad as the last one I used.
Oh, that's good.
It's like, okay.
Just quit being chintzy with your makeup sponges.
Yeah, well, I have some that must be 20 years old, but they don't last very long. You can kind of tell the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that one's been used.
Well, but not only used, it's aged. Yeah. The supplies don't last forever. Hi, Sana. She's adding napkins to her new journal. Okay, now here's the thing. I think I better do a little on the back side of this because it's going to show a little bit.
Especially where you cut it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I want to use the water brush to take these out. So I'm going to go ahead and take the backs off.
Hi, Holly. All right. So, yeah, where I cut it.
Hello, Holly.
Isn't that's so much better than straight?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Love it.
Okay. So now we got to have some pieces. Oh, this is not going to be enough. Going to need some more pieces. Now that's all right. I can do that. I know how. And I'm not putting in a big old gusset, just enough to make it not be glued to the paper. That's all.
Yeah. Ooh, this one has great shadows.
Woo! Hi, Andrea. Guys, if we've Gertie is here. Hello, Gertie.
Hi, Gertie. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Andrea. I'm glad you're here.
And did we say hello to Holly? I'm not sure.
I think we did. I think we did.
And anybody,
I think you did first, and I followed you.
Okay. Anybody we forgot to say hello to, hello, and sorry we forgot to say or missed. Sometimes the chat does move and we don't see it. That is true. So.
Okay. Little water brush.
Yeah, I made sure my water brush was full, that my rag was wet, and my I filled up my Mod Podge yesterday, went to use it, and had forgotten to shake it. So make sure you shake your Mod Podge. Made sure I had Mod Podge. Cleaned my Mod Podge brush. Man, I just
You
got
were
stuff.
prepared.
I got stuff ready this morning.
I'm proud of you.
Of course, it took me an hour to clean the mess I had made off my desk.
But I'm just glad I'm here.
Well, me too.
I need to go ahead and do this a little bit at a time because it dries before you get it taken apart, and then it's.
Did someone tell us what to call her? And I missed.
I missed it too if she did.
Okay, I don't think she did. So that's all right. Sunny day will just be fine.
Okay, good.
I just she didn't say, so I just was, I realized, oh, we asked a question and then didn't look.
Yeah.
That's not so, you know. Thank you, Andrea. Andrea says she's glad we're both here too. So, and I do apologize for Sunday, guys, but there comes a point when I just have to work. And my stress level was too high. I wouldn't have had any fun anyways.
Yeah.
I needed to work. So, and it was good. I got a lot done. Not as much as I'd like, but do we ever get as much done as we would like? No.
Nope.
At least I don't. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. And the fact that Jeff's Jeep is messing up, it caused yesterday to be kind of a strange day because he had a doctor's appointment and Mom had an eye appointment, and neither one of the places we were going can you take the truck because, well, you can't. I possibly could have taken it in the parking lot where I was going, but Mom can't get in and out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And where he was going has he has to park in a parking garage. He had to park in a parking garage, and there was no way that the truck's going to go in the parking garage. So, needless to say, we had to figure all that one out. And but I had to take him to Mom's, and he took Mom's car. Not a big deal. We figured it out. It just was one of those things where it doesn't go quite as smoothly as when you have your own car. That's all.
Right.
Okay, okay. Now, my favorite way to do this is to use this itty bitty skinny tape. Rewound the chat by accident. Was like, okay, Tanya said that already. Oh, Cheryl. That has happened to me. And Holly's got grandbabies with her.
Kind of disconcerting.
Yeah. It happens to me, especially on Mary's channel, where my live drops. And then it's like I realize that she has already said something, the same thing that I thought she said already. Okay, so my favorite way to do this is to use this really skinny tape. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough on this thing. So we'll see. And I put the really skinny tape real close to the fold line. And it looks like I am not going to have enough. Shoot. I wonder if I got more somewhere. I got fat tape, but I don't think I have any skinny tape, which is going to make me grumpy.
Uh-oh.
Grumpy. You know how grumpy I get? I can get so grumpy. I don't put it right on the fold line, just close to the fold line. And I bet I'm off camera. Nope, I'm still on. Okay. Oh, I have a 1-inch piece of tape left. Okay. All right. There's no more skinny tape in there. Oh, skinny tape. That's one of the problems with this Crafter square tape is it's too fat.
Yeah.
It's 3/8 of an inch. It's not even a quarter of an inch. It's 3/8, and that causes issues.
Yeah, it's a shame it doesn't come in more sizes.
Right, because it's reasonably good tape, but
Okay, there's 2. Let's see if we need any more. Let's put this up here.
well, I just made a mess.
Hmm.
Okay, but I found some more tape.
Good.
But I made a big old mess while I was getting it out. Now, this white tape, this one comes from, I think I got it at Joann's. Let's see here. I think that I got this at Joann's. This one is pretty good. No, I may have gotten this at Tuesday morning. Anyways, I like the paper tape just as well as the red tape. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Yes, please press the thumbs up button for Lisa.
Thank you.
All right, so we put the sticky tape on the fold because it's going to be close to the bottom. But then we put glue on the spot where when I shove our tag in, the sticky tape doesn't stick to our tag. So, and you put your sticky tape on both sides of your little gusset at the same time, because once you get it in onto one of the pieces, it will be a pain in the little hiney to get the second piece on. Now, I like the paper tape better because it tears. It's the only reason I like the paper tape. And when you take that red stuff off, I don't know about anybody else, but it always sticks to me.
Yes. And you have to cut it and yeah.
Yep. So I
Hi,
just
Melissa. We're glad you're here.
Hello. The other thing is to get the tape off. The easiest way is to make sure that you burnish it down in the first place. Okay. Both ends, like so. Then let's see, one of these goes here, and one goes over there. Yep, okay. Let's put the bottom one on first. Chat got quiet. Julie's getting ready for work. That nasty 4-letter word. My father-in-law always tells me, don't say that word. It's too ugly. And I tell him I'd rather have that ugly word than not, which that one that says P-O-O-R.
Yeah.
Okay, so then when I go to put this down, I just line up the little folded edge on the bottom edge, and the tape will hold the glue in place while it dries. But see, now if something got in there, it wouldn't be sticky tape that my tag went into. That's the deal. That's how I do it. That's why I do
Yeah.
it that way.
And that's a very wise reason to do it that way.
And I usually put the bottom on first and then put the sides on because, okay, now here's another thing. I'm ignoring these corners, okay? I just didn't put anything there. In a minute, when I go to glue this down to the page, I'll put a little tiny bit of glue right there. Just a little bit, you know?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And that will close up the hole. I didn't even see what Lisa did. I missed it totally.
You want me to get it and show you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was totally not paying attention to what Lisa did.
I just took 2 flowers out of that napkin and put them on here.
Okay. Well,
And
I
then
like
I
it.
may do something else to it, and add another flower or maybe just butterflies or something. I don't know. But for now, it's at a drying point.
Okay. And I have new butterflies to use.
Yay!
Yeah. See? These ones.
Oh yeah, those are cute too.
Yeah, they're
Very cute.
adorable. Adorable, adorable. Okay.
I'm thinking that these birds and blooms and things here would look good on top of this, but it may be they look vintagey, which is why I was thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
But
You may have to
not
position
just
them
disappear.
carefully. Yeah, you may have to position them very carefully.
Yep. Hmm.
Well, Julie, I'm in Florida, so I totally understand.
Okay, I'm going to.
Okay, so now we need to do this last one, and then we can stick it to the page. Okay, so we got that part off. Okay.
Okay, maybe that'll make it easier for me to think about because I don't have so much to look at.
Oh, mm-hmm. Okay.
Once you cut into them, the napkins are even twice as hard to, to fold up.
Oh, yeah, I have a mess in my box. Yes. Dana. Hi, Dana.
Hi, Dana. We're glad you're here.
We're almost as far west in Pensacola as you can go, or in Florida as you can go. We aren't quite as far as my brother-in-law, but we are pretty much very, very close to the Alabama border, to the west. Not too far from it, from the north to the north either. Where are you, Dana? And hello, Dana. Nice to have you here. Houghton. Ah, okay. Well, we're just south of Cantonment. We technically our address is Pensacola, but we're just south of Cantonment. Ah, okay. I think Jeff said they were going to open Disney back up. Hi, T. Barbara,
Hi, T. Glad you're here.
one of the things that happened when he redid my eyes, um, now that I can now, granted, if I was going to read these are 1.5s, and I have been having to wear 2s to do much of anything, but because they're 1.5s, I can read chat and look down at the same time. Oh, Dana, I'm so very sorry for your loss.
I'm so sorry. That's hard. Of course, it's hard anytime.
That's true. It's very hard anytime, but one of my really good customers, feed customers, has lost a nephew, an 18-year-old nephew.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, now see, because I put the gusset in there, this has just a little more room, and that was just a little gusset. It wasn't a big fat gusset, it was just a little one. And so it's not gonna expand, but it has just enough play in it that it's just a little more room.
So what do you think? Will that just disappear and hide, or do you think it'll look good on that background?
It is so hard to tell what is going to happen with the of course it's going to look good on that.
Yeah.
But show me the other one again. Okay, so what? Okay, take it off for a minute. Let me look at what's dark behind it. Actually, I think it's in a good spot. You know what? What would happen if you put it on there and you hate it? You just don't put it in your book.
Well, there you go.
Start and make a new one.
Or you leave it in there so you remember.
There you go.
That this is not the thing to do. Okay.
Sana's here. I don't know that we said hello to Sana.
I did. But we're still glad you're here, Sana.
Yep. Okay, so, but now this is not finished because I think it needs some stuffs on it. So I haven't decided about the stuffs, but I'm thinking that I might want to put, now here's the problem. If I put something 3-dimensional up there, then when I go to stick tags in it, the tags might get caught on it. What do you think?
I think that is a definite possibility.
Yeah, so I either have
to put your 3-dimensional thing on your pocket.
That's what I'm thinking, is that I might have to put my 3-dimensional thing on my pocket, and I don't think I want that one because I think it's too big.
Okay, we shall find out soon. Before we leave today, we will know if this is a good thing or not.
Okay. Hi, Candy.
Hi, Candy. We're glad you're here. I'm glad you found it, Mary.
Oh, well, I'm going to tell you what, y'all. I have 2 covers that I'm in the middle of for a project. They're 2 pieces of cardboard about this big, right? So last week, I painted the back side of them, and they were laying on the floor on my papers where I lay stuff to get dry. I know I did it. I know I painted it. I cannot find them. I looked for an hour yesterday, day before, I don't remember. I looked for an hour. I cannot find them. Can't find them anywhere.
Oh.
It's making me very irritable.
Well, it better show up, because if you find it, you might have to get onto it for hiding.
Well, I can't finish my project because I'm not going to do them over again.
Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I
Well, Mary
I
did
lost my
put.
box with all my iCads in it,
Oh no.
and everything up through July 10th was in that box. And I looked and I looked and I looked, and I mean, I looked several times, over the course of a couple of days. And I finally, I mean, I was like, I was about to accuse my children of moving it when they were out here doing stuff. And then I found it. And then I remembered putting it where I found it.
Well, that's kind of like my
It's like, oh, I did
losing
that.
the part for my oxygen concentrator and accusing Jeffrey of vacuuming it up. Okay,
Mary says, look in the fridge.
that's where Mary found her. That's where Mary found her tea towel, was in the fridge. But it's like I said, Jeffrey, you had to have vacuumed it up, and I mean, it's okay. It's a piece of plastic about this long and about a quarter of an inch wide, so it's not something very big, but vacuuming it would have really made a mess. And I'm like, could you have picked it up and moved it? Could it have fallen on the floor? Okay, I couldn't find it anywhere. I was so upset. Okay, so we are going to bend these just a little bit. We're going to give them an attitude. Then we're going to find our dimensional tape. Anyways,
Thanks, Laura.
when we found it, they were laying right where I left them, which was right on my bead table. But neither one of us could see them until Jeff went and got his glasses. So, it's like, great. Oh, shoot. I usually glue these, and I forgot. No, I'm not going to. I'm just going to.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. It was one of these backgrounds that I was going to put these flowers on.
The one with the little round dots that come out in yeah, that one.
Okay. That was what I was thinking too, but I wasn't positive.
She said she used to keep a book entitled, Where the Heck Did I Put That? And that isn't quite the word she used, but
it gets the point across.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Laura, right? Yes, Laura.
Yes.
Okay. I'm good. All right. I'm going to tell you that Jeffrey has been known to put things away. Okay. Now, we were in Nebraska, and we had a little tiny house in Nebraska. It was 1.5 stories, It was itty bitty, but it was sitting, they had moved it and set it on top of a basement, and a tall basement at that. So it was fabulous. It was an amazing house. I loved it. My favorite house for all the houses we've ever had. It was my favorite. Anyways, he was looking for his caulking gun. Okay, that's the little fancy metal thing you put caulking in. I'm like, okay, where do you keep it? He had looked for 3 days for that silly caulking gun, and he had looked and looked and looked and looked, couldn't find it. So okay, finally he's fussing about having to go to town and buy another caulking gun. I'm like, where do you keep the caulking gun normally? He said, in the little thing with all my paint brushes and all that. I go downstairs, I take the tub of that stuff off the shelf, I open it up, and there's the caulking gun right there. So, okay.
Well, at least he didn't have to go to town.
No, he didn't have to go to town, but it's like, okay. Now, my decision is whether or not this needs another one up there, and whether or not I want to put one on that blends into the background and lets the other things come through it. Let me go get one and look at it. Jersey is fine. Well, Laura, but I really do like to remember. Well, the thing of it is Andrea, is that we're not, but both of us are now to the point where all we have to do is wear reading glasses, and there's no sayings or anything on that one. So I don't know. Maybe I haven't decided about sayings or quotes or whatever. I do have a wonderful book of quotes. I wonder what it has in it that I might like. I will be right. Only because it would be the right colors to use on this already. It's got some lovely color in it. But I may not change that at all because I just think that might be just pretty the way it is.
It is gorgeous, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I got to admit. There's a fold right here, and it's not wanting to let me cut.
One of the things I don't like about this quote book is that, like, these are quotes from Emerson, but it doesn't say Emerson after each quote. So if I cut it out, then I don't know whose it is.
So you just have to take them out at the moment and then
and
write it down or something.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I use the internet to pull quotes, because I can usually get the names in underneath them without. And some of these quotes are absolutely just, it's like, okay, they're way beyond me. I can't figure them out. and why do I care? You may fire when you are ready, Gridley.
That's a quote?
That's a quote from George Dewey.
Okay.
It is from to the captain of Admiral Dewey's flagship at the Battle of Malina Bay. So, Okay, I think we're not going to put a quote on that one, that's for sure. I would much prefer Picasso's quotes or something else. Time to make a new journal. Yay. Fran, did I see Fran? Fran is here. Hello, Fran.
Hi, Fran. We're glad you're here.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm happy with it. Okay. I have one page done.
Yay.
Okay, so now I've got this other one that I did that's going to be very much like the first one. So I might as well go ahead and finish it up. It's a little different along the edge, though. I think I'm going to, I haven't decided, but I think I may just leave it straight. Because it doesn't really matter to be, it doesn't matter to be, oh boy, my English is gone today. Oh. Thank you, Barbara. Gabby is here. Hello, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby. We're glad to see you.
I wouldn't have to make pockets if I didn't make tags, would I?
No, but you're having fun making pockets, aren't you?
Yeah. These are my favorite pages so far. So, you know, I guess that's and my sponge is actually falling apart now, so I'm going to roll it up and use the side of it and see if I can make this one sponge last a little longer.
Okay. We wouldn't want you to be
spongeless.
Yes, or I was actually thinking of whatever unfrugal is.
Okay.
Wasteful. We wouldn't want you to be wasteful.
What I need to do is remember when I go to Dollar Tree next time to get a bag of sponges.
Yeah.
Although then they'll turn into the ones that, just like the one I showed you that's all brown because Andrea says she loved the good tag.
That's true. Die cut machines and keyboards. They don't.
I was going to say it's one or the other. You can't use them both. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Die cut machines more fun.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Okay. You might try some Scotch tape, or I've been using a piece of washi tape on those things that are like that, so that because they're so hard to get off.
Yeah, well, I probably should, but I was afraid my Scotch tape might
tear the whole thing.
Yeah, because it's just this tiny little piece, and
my
Scotch tape's a lot bigger than this tiny little piece. So, I just needed a little more stem.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you had the whole thing in your hand. So see, yeah, your Scotch tape would be a lot more aggressive than that tiny little stem needed.
I'm thinking about putting one of these shadow ones
on there too. Because they're quite strong.
Yeah, this one's not quite as strong, but I could stick it right here.
Well, Mary, you're more than welcome always. Teresa's cutting out locks and keys. See, when they start falling apart, they just fall apart. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to go get myself one of those stamp pads like Lisa has. Archival.
Well, it eats them too. I'm just saying, maybe not as quickly, but
I was gonna say I've only used that sponge like twice.
okay. I definitely get more than that out of it.
Yeah, yeah. Um, it's very very quick to eat up my sponge. Um, it's the solvent in it is the thing. It's and I don't like the furniture felts. Um,
Yeah,
it's
I didn't like that either.
it's just too stiff, and
Well, and it soaks up all the ink, and then
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
it feels like I'm wasting half my ink.
yeah. So that was I didn't like that. So it's just one of those things. But I have to go get Mod Podge. I'm only going to be able to make about one more bottle of Mod Podge, and then I'm going to be out. And that is unacceptable.
Agreed.
I should have gone Sunday. I had a 50% off coupon, and I didn't go because I was working.
Sunday was a busy, hard day for you. So
Yeah. So probably if I'd have streamed, I could have gone afterwards because I think they're open till 7 or 8 on Sunday. I don't remember. Okay, I need another piece of that. Yeah, the world would end without Mod Podge. That is true. Melissa, we are making pages for our napkin journal. We've been Lisa is Mod Podging or decoupaging. What do you want to call that? Collaging. She is
collaging, yeah.
collaging napkins onto her page right now. And I have collaged pages that I'm turning into pockets right now. Dang, I just love that napkin by itself, just stands out all by its little lonesome and makes me happy.
Yeah. Sometimes I think it's okay to just let the napkin artist be the artist and just enjoy it.
Yeah. Dana, I mix Mod Podge and glue. As a matter of fact, I just did a video Saturday evening of how much and everything. And this is an old matte medium bottle. Lisa has her Mod Podge in a jar, and she mixes Mod Podge and glue. Just uses a little more glue than Mod Podge because of the smell of the Mod Podge.
Yep.
Which it's really funny because I don't notice the smell. And
if you don't notice it, then it's probably not bothering you. And I noticed it, so right. I know it's bothering me. But if I do 1/3 Mod Podge instead of half,
then it doesn't
cut it for me.
Right.
Yeah, and it's really weird.
And it doesn't bother you. And
that would make that much difference.
Well, it's kind of like Jeffrey absolutely cannot handle women's perfumes. Now, I don't like them when they're strong. They bother me, but they don't bother me the way they bother him. And, everybody is more sensitive to things than some certain things. But there are certain smells that bother me so bad that, I can't stand to eat Parmesan cheese because I can't stand the smell of it. I know that's silly, but I can't even have it get close to my food. And an Italian restaurant that puts it on everything, I've sent food back. If it doesn't say Parmesan cheese is dumped on top of your food on the menu, I send it back. Now, I usually ask ahead of time. So,
Yeah. And they should
because,
tell you.
yeah,
They should
yeah.
tell you it's on there. Mary, you mix it for why don't you tell her? I'm going to have to mute. Why you mix
Okay,
the
that's fine.
Mod Podge?
Okay, Mary. One of the reasons I mix glue and Mod Podge is that Mod Podge is more flexible than the glue is. If you use just straight glue, you end up, and yes, I did do a video, and if one of the mods would pop it in there, that'd be awesome. I can't put anything in chat. But the Mod Podge has a flexibility to it. It's and it does another thing that, like, especially on napkins, you get this texture thing with the napkins. Well, the Mod Podge helps to smooth that out. Okay. Um, the it's not perfect because there's one layer. You could put layers and layers of Mod Podge on here, and it would actually end up very smooth. But the other reason the reason I put the glue into the Mod Podge is because if you don't, what happens is your pages, the Mod Podge is even dry. When these pages lay together, they stick. And that is true with high quality paints or even artist or student grade acrylic paints. They will stick together. And so, for some unknown reason, and Susan Jarrell found this out, she was testing something, and the amount of glue, it doesn't take as much glue to do it as I use or as Lisa uses, but the amount of glue you put in here, if it's like 25 to 30% glue, they quit sticking together. So there's a reason why the two things together just seem to work really well for the kinds of things we're doing.
For a long time, I used just glue and water instead of Mod Podge because of the stickiness and the smell.
Right.
But I don't think it provides quite as good a protection finish without some Mod Podge. Even though I like it and I used it a lot on a lot of things and it didn't stick and all that. But if you went to wipe it off, it wouldn't protect as well as adding the Mod Podge in. But I did a lot of things with just glue and water because I couldn't handle the Mod Podge.
Right. And Dana, glaze to keep your pages from sticking. I have used wax for years and years and years. I waxed my pages, but I do so much collage. Thank you, Teresa, for posting the Mod Podge video. Teresa just posted the link to the Mod Podge video just to, it's just an explanation, and it shows you, because the glue that we use is very important. It is very important that you use Elmer's glue all, not one of the other glues, because that's a PVA glue. Well, I was going to say something. I forgot what it was. Oh, wax. The deal is, though, Dana, I do so much collage and the crunchy books we use and all of that, that whatever collage medium I'm using, if I'm using this for the collage, then I don't even have to wax or glaze or do something else to my pages. So it is a one step I don't have to do, if that makes any sense at all. And Annie's here. Hello, Ann. Annie.
Hi, Ann.
Where did my tape go? There it is, right up there. The other thing is it's all about what works for you and the way you work. Um, the other thing about Mod Podge over, say, matte medium, that's just so not matte medium. Matte medium, um, is I can't stand this on my hands. I it just the feeling of it on my hands is just awful. I mean, the other thing I don't like about it is that there's more liquid in it, more water, and it soaks into your base paper, and therefore it takes much longer to dry. Um, I use I now have I've quit using it for collage at all. I do like it to thin paint down if I want like a more translucent paint, but I get too much glue on me when I'm collaging, and I just cannot stand that stuff on my fingers. That's pretty, Lisa.
Thank you.
Now, are you going to Mod Podge those down?
Um, I'm trying to decide. I was trying to make this look a little bit more like a bee, so I added black in between the segments, and now it looks like a wasp. Like, well, that's not what I wanted.
Is it tea
But
time?
anyway,
Yeah.
tea time.
And it's always tea time around here.
I have big tea.
Mhm. Lisa has big tea. I just have a tea fairy that comes and gets my bottle and refills it for me.
Yeah, I don't have a tea fairy, so I have to have big tea.
Yep. Uh-huh. Now my tea fairy needs you to sleep in his
This
chair
is my
again.
front cover,
Oh, yes. I
and
don't know that I would want anything three-dimensional. I think I would probably, or have you just, or do you?
yeah, and so I'm debating between, gluing it down good and
Mm-hmm.
letting it go ahead and be my cover, and leaving it three-dimensional and putting it inside the book somewhere because I like the three-dimensional look.
Yeah, yeah. Anne says, no, no, not a killer wasp. And Teresa says, killer wasp. It wasn't big enough for a killer wasp.
No, this is just a little yellow jacket. So I gotta see if I thought I had a black one that I could put yellow on, and then it would look more bee-like, but I don't see that in here.
I started to tell you my tea fairy, I think, has a migraine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, he had to go without breakfast this morning. You know how that goes? And
Yeah,
that does not do well for him. He just does not, he don't function very well if that happens. Plus the heat yesterday, and he felt the need to go and help his brother yesterday at his dad's. So we think we have everything sorted out, and then it turns out we don't. So
yeah. Well, I
well,
think I really want this to be my cover, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. But I'm going to use um, art glitter glue because I put it on
cardstock.
heavy stuff, I think it'll glue down better. But I may put well, these were Mod Podge to begin with, so I think if I just glue it down good, it'll be okay.
It'll be okay. Um,
And I'm going
Dad,
to go ahead and put my little yellow jacket on there just for kicks.
just for kicks. Well, there you go. We thought we had a yard guy for Dad's, and then he calls Harry and says, "Will you come mow my lawn?" We Jeff asks him one week, and nope, nope, the guy next door is going to do it. The guy next door is doing it, and then he calls Perry, Jeff's brother, and says, "Well, I need somebody to come mow my lawn." It's like, okay. What happened to the yard guy? So now there was a guy next door here doing the yard Sunday, and we went out and talked to him. And he says, "I don't usually work Sunday," and I said, "Well," he said, he said, but next door had called, and when they want something, they get it for some reason. Anyways, I said, well, we don't need you to work Sunday. We just wanted to find out, if you would take on another client and if you would go to East Hill and that kind of thing. And so he told Jeff that he'd mow it and edge it and blow the stuff off the driveway for $35 a pop. And that is cheap around here. So
it's cheap around here too.
yeah. Now Dad's yard needs raked a lot. So, we'll have to get it. We asked him if he would rake, and he said yes, but we don't know what he'll charge for that. So, and
yeah.
So anyways, we're going to get him to mow at least. We'll just hope he can keep him, because I don't know what Dad does that he keeps losing yard guys, because we think we got it and then we don't.
Maybe he's picky.
No, I think he's just, he doesn't hear well. So I don't know. I'm not telling you, just could not use one. No predictability. Yes, that's right.
About 2 inches. What's about 2 inches? What's about 2 inches, Teresa?
Yeah, we missed something.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and see if I can find it.
Okay.
This
Holly's
is the
going to
large
take a nap.
one.
Hi, Linda. You got home from work.
Oh,
Linda,
butterfly dye. Okay.
Oh, butterfly dye. Oh.
Well, Teresa's got a great assortment of dyes.
Yes, she does. Linda had to work today.
With that.
So.
Who had to work?
Linda. Linda's here.
Oh. Well, we're glad you're here, Linda. Sorry you had to work.
Yep, she just got home.
Well, so far, so good. I don't get to go buy me a better one so far. Seems to be working just fine, thank you.
Oh, fudge.
I know. I was looking forward to having a good excuse. Of course, I could put it on my birthday list, couldn't I?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Since I didn't spend birthday money on a big fancy camera, I decided just to keep sticking with a little. Okay, now
I didn't get my birthday. I didn't get a birthday present for myself this year. I usually do. Let me stick this down before I look to see what your question is, okay?
All right.
I just put the glue on it, and I need to get it
Go
stuck.
right ahead. Technically, the birthday present is from my family, but see, they all got to choose what their birthday present was.
Uh-huh.
So I think I should get to choose what mine is.
There you go. Of course you do. Okay, that's glued down. So now you can ask your question.
Okay. I was trying to decide, do I want to do all of them with the same color inky? I always do that. I always ink everything the same.
I think that's a consistency thing that I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, I always do that. And I think because it's old book pages, I'm going to use my tried and true
sepia. Yeah.
True sepia. Yep.
Well, and see, I usually use black, but I use the timber brown, which is really dark, and I did that sort of because I stamped these with that timber brown because I wanted them permanent. So,
well, I stamped mine with archival, but it was black and green and the sepia. I kind of mixed them, like the butterfly and the hummingbird. They're all three colors. Yeah. And then I inked them in blue, and then add a little bit blue inside too, to make them stand out a little better against the napkin. But for edges, this is just my favorite. I do every once in a while pull another one out and use it just because I'm afraid they might get jealous. But,
well, I'm going to tell you what. My these Stays On pads are really old and they're dry. So the other day I wanted to use this olive green one.
Yeah.
And I poured just a little tiny bit of rubbing alcohol on it, and it got nice and juicy.
All right.
Now, I don't know how it will stamp, but for what I was doing with it, it worked real well.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a possibility for.
Okay. That one is finished.
Yay!
Yay! Front cover done. Okay, let me find the other one that I had decided was pretty much finished. Where is it? Oh, here it is. And I didn't ink it.
Was that the one that had the music paper on it, Lisa?
The front cover, yeah, is the one with the music. I only had one that in that book there was one page of music paper, and so I just put it on that page and decided to use it as my front cover.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I chose it for my front covers, just because it was music. It was different.
Yeah, because it was one that was different. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, still working.
Yay! Well, I tell you, when you'll know it's not working when it bites your finger. Okay, I'll show you. See here, this is the better one of the two, but see that crack right there?
Yeah.
The other one is cracked all the way to where this piece falls off.
Is it cracked from using it or dropping it, or?
They both cracked. I'm guessing from what do I want to say? Punching something too heavy.
Ah, yeah.
You know, I probably punched a tag or something like that. That just. Ooh, that's what your. This one is what your butterfly die looks like. I've been looking for bigger butterfly dies. I mean, the ones I'm finding are small. Okay, this one I'm going to glue down his little, what do you call these things on the bottom of his wings and the middle, and then I'm going to raise up the wings because I'm afraid these little things on the bottom of his wings will get damaged if I don't glue them down. So. Yes, Andrea, I got one. We've been discussing the fact that Lisa's going to end up with one if she keeps punching stuff with her little corner rounder.
Yeah. This is all I have, and I love it. It works great. If I just don't kill it,
yeah.
But eventually, it might happen. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and I've killed 2 of those, so you know it was kind of to the point where, and I honestly might go buy another one of those because you know somewhere along the line one day, when it comes to chomping the edge of the corner of a piece of paper, this big one is it's really a little heavy for the corners of paper. You almost have to put 2 sheets of paper in there.
Oh, I have to ask you something. I just thought of it.
Uh-huh.
I saw somebody using these. Is this what you have? The graphite water-soluble crayons?
Yep. Mine came in now what I sent you, that single stick I sent you,
is not one of these.
It is not water soluble. No.
Yeah.
It is. Oh shoot.
I have it and I like it, but it doesn't do what these will do. And
right.
So.
And I think I don't have another one like that because I think I sent you mine. I had these, so I sent you that, and I have this. Where does it go? Well, where's it? That's not it. This one. This is a 6B. It's just pure graphite. It's got a plastic coat laid around it.
Right.
So it's similar to that one that I sent you. It's just plain graphite. So I had this, so I sent you that one. Because I had these, and these are water soluble. They just came in a set, but I will tell you that I almost always use the same couple of them.
Yeah. Well, this just came in a set of 3, 2,
Of
6,
3.
and 9.
Right. And the thing about them being water soluble is that if you really want it grungy, you could take your water brush and grunge it up, or you can just leave it the way it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to remember who it was I was watching use these, and she just takes her water brush on the end and does this and makes big drips. And I was like, oh, I'm in love with that. And I'm not really a grunge person. I mean, I like vintage, but not necessarily grungy. But this I fell in love with.
Were you maybe watching Tiffany, Southern Gal Designs?
I think it was Tiffany. Yeah. And she also got it all wet and then just did this and just made splatters that were wonderful. So I was like, wow.
And she will take it and dip dip the whole stick in her water tub and scrunge, just really go across her paper, and it'll make this big dark streak. Frankly, I think she's the queen of grunge, and
I think she is too. She makes you want to do it when I've never wanted to before.
Yeah, that's where I learned about these, was her. And guys, if you don't know her channel name is Southern Gal Designs, and her name is Tiffany, and she is actually over in Foley, which is near. It's to the west of me, in Alabama.
Anyway, she's fun to watch too. Yeah. I mean, besides that, but that's watching her was where I decided, okay, I think I need those, because I didn't think I needed the water soluble ones before, because I wasn't thinking about using them the way she used them. I was just thinking about using them to outline things or whatever, you know.
Yeah. But she makes some really cool grunge.
She really does.
She does some cool grungy stuff. And I think I forgot to put glue on my stickies, but that's all right. If it comes loose, I can always glue it down. Okay. I have 2 pages finished.
Yay, me too.
They're kind of alike. Ta-da!
Mine too. Mine are alike too. No pockets, just stuff. Well, I did paint on this one, and I didn't paint on this one, so I guess they're different.
They're different. They're different. We'll call them different. Okay, so I have this one, and somewhere I have a little bag that has some. Oh yes, she likes to play, Teresa. If you haven't watched her, she's watching. She's talking about kitty cats. Hi, Kendra. So glad.
Hi, Kendra. We're so glad you're here. I just talked over you, Tanya. Sorry.
Well, Kendra got out to the truck and got in.
Yay! She got to go get a blizzard.
And go bear watching. That's even more fun. When I was little, we used to go to the dump to go watch bears. We used to. We would go up north to where my grandparents lived, and then we would go to the dump, and it was actually the dump, and watch bears. But yay, Kendra, that's awesome. Okay, so
I was thinking about using that on these, around these butterflies.
Using what?
That grunge crayon.
Oh,
because I don't like the white.
Uh-huh.
And I thought if I do something, it's going to have to look purposeful.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering instead if glitter glue might be a better choice.
Now, I haven't thought about that.
Because the reason being is, you start putting grunge on one page, are you going to want to grunge on all the pages?
No, I'm not.
And is it going to look purposeful if only one page is like that? So
I,
then the next question is what if you outlined it very carefully with your Posca pen about an eighth of an inch out and put some little dots in the outline area so that it extends the size of their wings, that kind of thing.
yeah.
I'm trying to give you a bunch of ideas.
Well, you just keep them coming. That's fine. I'm happy to have ideas because I don't know what I want to do.
A blizzard would taste really good, but you know what I'd rather have than a blizzard is a lemonade thing from Chick-fil-A.
Are you talking about the peach milkshake or?
No, Chick-fil-A makes a frozen lemonade and it's got ice cream in it.
Uh huh.
Oh, is it good?
Well, I know they make good lemonade, but I didn't know they made a frozen one.
Oh, oh yeah. If you haven't had one of their frozen ones, it's got like ice cream in it, and it's just like, so it's kind of like, it's tart like sherbet, but it's creamy like ice cream and a milkshake. So it's not all sweet because it's too much sweet. I don't do sweet very well.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
so
shoot.
good. What's the matter?
I just slopped water all over the place.
Oh no,
Trying
no.
to clean this brush. I let it sit there too long and I was getting worried about it.
Uh-oh, not good. Okay, so in my stuff, somebody a couple of weeks ago, she had gone to Dollar Tree and gotten these paper bags. And so she incited me to go to Dollar Tree and get paper bags. And so now I have paper bags that I could make some little elements out of, right?
Right.
Yes. So I think we will make some three-dimensional elements out of this paper bag because of Lisa's realization for me, her lesson that you could cut these paper bags up, which I never thought to do before.
Oh, I hope you can sleep, Fran. I sure do.
Yep.
Glad you came in for a little while, though.
Mm-hmm. Lori says she doesn't think she needed to know about the lemonade thingy.
Yeah.
And see, Jeff would rather have a milkshake that's really sweet and syrupy than the lemon thingy. But the lemon thingy, oh, they're so good. They're just so, so good. So, okay, and didn't you say that the seam on this was down the side?
Yeah, it's right down the side. Or at least on mine it was.
Yeah, they didn't even put it down the middle, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so night, Fran, hun. So what did you decide?
Well, I think I'm going to do, and I'm going to use a big one, do the Posca pen outline thing.
Okay.
This the lines on here kind of look Art Deco-y to me, and I think that'll kind of reinforce that. So I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, you know,
Anyway, if I don't like it, I don't like it, and
that's right.
I don't like it now. So It's not going to be any worse anyway.
Duncan used to have a lemonade iced tea frozen thingy. Mmm. Oh, and pomegranate one sounds good. Wendy's strawberry lemonade. Hmm.
Everybody has a favorite.
Yeah. Well, and I can pass on ice cream all the time now. Passing on popcorn that doesn't happen at my house.
Yeah, I'd rather have popcorn than ice cream too.
Oh
In
yeah.
fact, we got ice cream for Hannah's birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I'm not really feeling it, so I didn't even eat any of it. I was like, oh.
Aren't you good? So good. I mean, I will eat it. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of like chocolate. I like chocolate, but if I had my druthers, I'd much rather have popcorn.
Me
Much
too.
rather.
When they get ice cream, I usually get chips and hot sauce.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
Teresa says she used to make the lemonade for Chick-fil-A
Ooh.
and the lemon pies. Okay, should
Mm.
I outline the flowers or leave them alone? It just feels like now it's got another weird look to it. So
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think about it. I just don't know. Okay, how about before you outline the flowers, come back with your tiny white one and put white dots in the black line that you just put around the butterflies. What do you think that would do? It would tone that black line down a little bit.
yeah, it won't hurt anything. That's for sure. If I throw one out, it's going to be this one, which makes me sad because I love that background and I love the poppies.
Yeah.
Butterflies make me unhappy.
Well,
But
you know
I'm
what?
not any less. I'm not any more unhappy now than I was before.
Right. Yeah.
So
Um,
might as well try it. Maybe I can put some more poppies on there or something if I don't like
well,
it.
the other thing is you could put maybe some three-dimensional butterflies on there. On each one of those, find the same exact butterfly and 3D them. Lori suggested maybe gesso in it, and Linda, sea salt caramel sounds good to me, but I don't know that I would want it in a gelato. But that's just plain old sea salt caramel would make me, I like that. But okay, so this will be enough pieces to 3D on this. So I just need to, oh, that's not going to be heavy enough by any means. So you tell me I'm going
I
to,
know is I don't think I've ever made a journal where every single page just I was
make you happy. Yep.
so it's okay to
Mary
not
says,
be happy with every single page.
Mary says, so now we can test the theory that artists talk about. The one you like the least ends up your best.
Well, if this ends up my best, I'm just going to go home.
Oh dear. Uh,
I just take my toys and go home. Oh, I'm already home. Well, shoot.
oh dear. Lisa, my headset's dead. I'm going to have to go. For some reason, it didn't charge last night. I'm going to have to
Okay.
go get my earphones. I'll be back in a minute.
All right. Okay. see. What would I cover the butterflies with? That's what I. That's what I don't know.
I've got to go to the little girl's room. I don't suppose you to get me more tea.
And the dots do help.
My plug-in, my plug-in one.
Just send it to Teresa. There you go. I love pomegranate, but I like the real thing. Every time I've tried to taste something that would like even just the pomegranate juice doesn't taste as good to me as the real thing. um, but I love pomegranates, and I even the pomegranates that are already they're in a little jar, a little plastic cup. Those taste way better to me than the pomegranate juice. So I don't know what the difference is, but now I need dots on the background. It's just a never ending thing. Yes, the little seed popping. Maybe it's a texture issue. I don't know. Well, if I add dots to the background, then I would be kind of committing myself to keeping the butterflies like they are. But I could add them in right in here in this darkest spot. How about a glaze on the butterflies? Well, the glitter glue, if I did the glitter glue glaze inside.
Lisa, can you talk for a minute and let me see if I can hear you?
I was talking, so I guess you can't hear me.
Okay, that's not going to work.
I'm sorry. Do you need to try another one?
Nope.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if it'll work or not, but it definitely won't be worse. Since I'm inking around it in this brown, I'm just going to use the brown and kind of go in over that white with it.
Blast.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I can't hear you through my headset.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The headset's not working. So
let's just see if we're not going to be here that much longer anyway. So just go ahead and do it like you're doing it right now. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm going to try one more thing.
Okay.
I have audio issues with this thing, so. Okay, can you talk again?
I'm putting ink on my butterflies.
Yep.
Around them inside the black and white dots.
Okay. I don't know that they would work either. It's about,
I wonder if I just put ink all over the whole page,
my audio doesn't work right.
then they'll just blend in. Let's just try it. Let's just ink the whole page.
Well, I'm not sure now if I can hear you or not.
I decided to ink the whole page and see if that'll help it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm going to have to talk very quiet, and I'm going to have to try not to talk because everything I've done, it's not working. So, oh, it might be because the Bluetooth has still got the headset on. Let me try one more thing.
Alrighty.
I knew I when I got on and turned them on today, I went and stuck them on the thing for 5 minutes, but for some unknown reason they didn't charge last night like they were supposed to.
Okay. I hear me echoing.
Yeah, well, that's because I don't have my headset in. It's you that's gonna echo. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I'm the one who needs to
I
talk.
still don't think that works. Yep, it doesn't. Okay. Well,
I will try to talk softly. Maybe I won't echo.
so will I, and I'm sorry, very, very sorry, but
Anyway, I do like that better.
oh, that's pretty like that. Yes.
So black and white dots and a bunch of ink.
It just gives it just that little bit of something on there. So
Okay, so now I have 3 pages done, except no words. But I don't know if I'm going to do words or not. So
yeah, I don't know if I am either. I can't finish that page until I have these dry, so I'm going to just Mod Podge them down, and that way that is ready for the next time. Andrea says she's going to whisper so it doesn't echo in my speakers. So.
Yeah, that helped a lot, Andrea. Thank you. All whisper. It's going to be whisper day.
Whisper, whisper, whisper. And Susan says for Andrea to speak up. She can't hear. Oh,
We're glad y'all are good natured about all these things.
yeah, well, what's really bad is I plugged them in last night specifically so that they would be ready for today. And apparently when I plugged them in, I didn't double check the little light that says, "Hey, I'm charging."
Yeah.
And so they didn't charge. Oh, good. Now I have more stuff to cut out tonight. Just what I wanted to do.
Well, I have a bunch of these. These are those stamps.
Uh-huh.
And I did them all in the sepia and then black.
Well, I did that and then I cut them out.
And then a kind of a pink.
Ooh, a pink. Ooh.
And a purple. And green. Just trying to figure out what I like.
Okay.
But I haven't cut any of them out. They're just all sitting there. But I probably will try to glue those down onto something and then cut them out. But I want to put some flowers on here. I just realized it's already almost 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It comes fast.
Yep.
When you start it too.
It does. Okay, so I have this one, and it's got a little that I don't like around it here. So what I'm going to do is just, I don't like this ink pad, but I have it, and it will probably work. This is pigment ink, so it'll be permanent.
Yeah.
Oh no, that definitely does not work. Wrong color. So, where is my good old walnut inky thing? It might not be permanent, but at least maybe it will make me happy. Ooh, there comes the storm again.
Oops.
Oh,
As long as-
it was just storming last night, something fierce.
maybe I just want one of these big flowers and that's it.
Oh, that'll be pretty, Lisa.
I think so too. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yes, Andrea, pigment ink is permanent once it dries. Pigment ink is kind of on the order of acrylic paint. Once it dries, but the problem with pigment ink is that it takes forever to dry. Just, as an FYI, it does take a very long time to dry. So
I like the watercoloriness of this napkin.
that's a good explanation. Uh-huh.
I like the kind of blue-gray background too, but it won't work. To leave it on here will kind of mess up what I'm doing, so I'm taking it off. But
Barbara, that one is one of those ones that once you figure it out, the next time you go to put it around something, you have to figure it out again. You realize that, right? Okay, right. Got around the corners on this one.
and once you figure it out, it's a really easy stitch to do.
Yeah, it really is, but you got to figure it out. But every time I sit down to do it, I have to figure out how to do it. Okay, so I think I eliminated the white enough that I'm happy with it.
Oh, good.
See, it kind of blends.
Yeah, it doesn't look as obvious as mine did.
No, but I think it was because of what you put it on.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's so easy. Yep. Barbara had her diagram upside down. Oh dear.
Oh, well, I can see how that might make a big difference.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well that way. Okay, so now I have these really cute butterflies that I already got, but they're the same kind of butterflies as this one. And so I think that they're going to be three-dimensional on here. However, there was a butterfly tag that I really want to put one of these on.
I think this is going to disappear.
Oh, it might be going to.
Yeah, I may need to put it on paper and then put it on here.
And then put it on there. Yep.
So.
Okay, so where did my butterfly tag go to? Because, Oh, is it right? No, that's not it. Oh, dear. Oh, it's this one. It's this tag right here that I was thinking that would go on really pretty. So
Oh, that's cute.
I think I'm going to cut out another one of these exact same butterflies and Mod Podge it onto that tag. If I can find the tissue paper, because, you know, it's buried in Never Never Land here.
Somewhere.
Over the rainbow.
Well, I was thinking somewhere out there. Somewhere out there. Oh, I have some dark stuff.
Well, you know, I have this tub, but I kind of got out way too many napkins for this project. So now my tub, and I've been digging in it, so my
Yes.
tub is just,
I bet your tub looks a lot like mine. It's just like a jumble.
just it's just, you know, piled up. And so now I can't find the tissue paper, which I know has to be right here in this tub.
Well, the one thing I did that helped me there was I made a tub for tissue paper and a tub for napkins.
Well, this is just my project tub, you know. There's my tissue paper. This is just my project tub.
So's mine. But that, of course, I had two project tubs. I mean, I made two
Yeah,
project
you
tubs
made
for
two
this one,
project
but that shows how much too much I got out
Yeah, yeah.
when I got two tubs full of stuff.
Okay, so I have another one of these pink butterflies right here. That one's, I think, take this. Okay. That tub is my whole room. Been working on it. Well, you know, Susan, I've been working on mine too, but it never seems to get any better.
Yeah.
And it's starting to really bother me. Okay, so now that bothers me too. So I'm not gonna like that, but we'll deal with that in a minute.
Okay.
We set this aside. We'll work on this. We need to.
I think.
Let's take the corners off. Because, you know, if we round our page corners, we need to round our tag corners too. And these are not going to be tags. These are going to be journaling cards because I'm not going to put fluffy on them. I'm going to leave them just like they are. Yep, it's still sunny, but that thunder's coming in good. Oh, Andrea must have left.
Oh, bye-bye, Andrea. Sorry. Hi, Laurie Lou.
Oh, that might work, Susan. Cutting off the antenna and drawing them in, it might work. The only thing is I was not going to put them all the way down to the I was not going to glue it down. So I'll have to see how it looks. I'll have to try it. But that's a really good idea. Because I don't like this white. But the other option is to just ink it a little bit. I'm going to ink around the edges anyways, so I might be able to just put some ink on it and tone it down. We'll try in a few minutes. Now, if you'd have known you were going to glue that down, you could have left the back on it.
Yep. I was just thinking that. But I didn't know.
But that's what happened to the one I really liked. It was so light that it just okay, so okay, just like always, Tanya doesn't like just two, so I guess I have to have another one. gotta have 3, even though it's just a tag. It looks like we gotta have 3. I don't know. 2 is okay.
Well, you got 3 elements. You got the flowers and the 2 butterflies.
Yeah, and it looks kind of cute like that. Looking
Yeah.
at it on camera. Who'd want to brush that big? Yep. Oh, Laura Lou is here. Hi, Laura Lou. Okay, so I'm going to Mod Podge that down so it can be drying.
Okay. I think I'm going to use those for this page.
That'll be pretty.
So they need to dry.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need to remember that's what I'm doing with them.
3 busy. Okay, Mina says 3 would have been too busy. So I think, and I agree with her. You know, when sometimes you think, oh, you need another one, and then you go, nope, you don't need another one.
Well, here's how this turned out.
That's kind of busy, isn't it?
It is, but it looks like it's all part of one napkin.
Yeah, it does. It looks like one of those collaged napkins.
Yeah. So I'm more okay with it being busy than I would if it didn't look like it belonged.
Right. Now the only thing is it doesn't really have a focal point.
Nope. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. How do you add a focal point to something that busy?
Okay. Do you have another one of those birds
From this?
from that napkin?
Yes.
Is it the exact same positioning type thing?
It should be. Let me get it and look.
Okay.
Yeah, right here.
What if you put that on some cardstock and then raised your put it right on top of the other bird, but raised up?
I'm wondering if I shouldn't do that with both of these birds.
That would be very pretty.
Because that one really disappears.
Yep. And see, if you put them right on top of it, it will make it very 3D.
Plus, if they're on white paper, it'll make it brighter.
Right. And they will be showing up.
Alrighty. Let's just go for it.
So, I mean, okay. Put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off.
Okay. I'm going to just glue this much down and then I'll fussy cut it on the paper.
There you go.
So I need another piece of cardstock. Don't blow away. I'll hold it. So tune in next week while we finish the things we've glued to cardstock today.
Uh-huh. For when we might finish something. Well,
Yeah.
I've got 2 pages. I'm getting ready to finish up a third one, I think. I may have to go back and find some quotes to put on these, though. I
Yeah.
just,
So I've got 3 done, but I agree with you. It might be good to have some words or something.
hmm
Okay, come on.
Lisa's Lisa paint white behind 2 of those birds and glue them in place on top of the other birds. Basically, that's what she's gonna do. Only she's gonna put them on paper and then put them
Doing
on
it
there.
the easy way.
Well, but not only that, you can 3D them that way.
Yeah.
And okay, my sponge is just absolutely falling apart. Okay. All right. I got to do the edge of this page
Okay, so
again.
this will be put on here next week.
No, Thursday.
Thursday. Yes,
2 o'clock,
Thursday.
guys. 2 o'clock here on Lisa's channel. 2
Barbara, I
p.m.
think you may be behind. You might need to refresh. Or I
Yep.
may just be behind in reading chat, but
I do think that Barbara may need to refresh. I don't think she's live. I agree with you.
I love the look of this, except for the needing something that stands out.
Yeah.
So the minute you said, "Do you have another one of those birds?" I was like, "Yes." But before that, it did not occur to me.
Well, that's one reason why we do this together, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's more fun and better ideas. I love the feel of that.
Well, and your voice must not cause an echo because
Well, I'm not hearing you echoing right now either, so
well, it may be that my computer's far enough. I'm using my microphone out of my camera, so it may be that the sound is far enough away. I've got it turned down where I don't have to, where it's not too loud.
yeah.
But okay, we're getting a new sponge because Tanya can't stand this.
Okay, well, both of these are ready for their focal points to be added next week, so
Yay! Yeah.
that's good.
Well, thank you, Linda. And it's probably it would be Lisa though that would echo because of my not having a headset on. Um, it because what happens is the sound comes out of the computer and comes to my microphone and then echoes back. So luckily, it's not doing it too bad today. Um, we've been in streams where it was constant and it was very annoying.
Yeah.
Um, and it's usually my voice. But because I'm the one without the headset today, it's not doing it too bad. So okay, so now I have these butterflies that I'm going to raise up on here
There's
somewhere.
how that turned out.
Oh, I love that, Lisa. I love how the shadow pieces worked and how the dots come through the flowers.
Yeah, I like it too. I got to add something to this one. This is I got to do the inside of it too. I was wrong. I thought I had background on all my pages.
Okay. I do not have background on all my pages. That much I know.
Well, my reason for doing that is pure procrastination because I'm not sure what I'm going to do on any of the pages. And so I just put backgrounds down and decided I would deal with it tomorrow. Or, metaphorically speaking, deal with it tomorrow.
You're too funny. Well, I'm not sure what I'm doing either, but a few of them I kind of have started to get ideas, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of has to start. Once you get it started, then okay, come on now. Give me a bend on the other side. Okay. Okay. Now where am I going to put this one? That's way too close to the edge.
I'm thinking about putting some of my little chipboard fairies on some of these pages. And I was thinking this might be a good one to do
Oh,
that
that would
with.
be a good one for fairies. Yep. That's good. That's wonderful, Susan. That's good. Always a good thing to hear. Okay. I think down here actually. That's where I want that.
All right, let me find those.
So what's for dinner, everybody?
I made your sour cream cucumbers,
Uh-huh.
and I was going to have them, before we started here, but that didn't happen.
That
So they're in
didn't
the
happen.
refrigerator.
Yep.
So I'm going to have them. I'm going to have them for first when we get through here.
Yeah. Holly, Lisa's pages are 7 inches tall by 7.5 inches wide. My pages are 8 inches tall by 8.5 inches wide. It was the paper we had as far as the size went. That's they came out to the size they are because of the papers we had. I used cardstock and I cut one 3-inch strip off of it. And Lisa used some Bristol board she had. And did you get 2 pieces out of each one? Is that how it worked?
No, it was 7 by 10, so I cut it to 7.5 by 7.
And partially she used a smaller size because she used a solid. You don't have any pages left, do you? I used this. Yeah. Excuse me.
I used a solid encyclopedia page.
Right, and I used my my collage thing that I've been doing lately. So
I like the collage thing Tanya's doing. I was just too lazy to do it. What about that one?
Oh, how fun, Barbara. I like that one. That one's awesome. Thank you, Mindy. Laura Lou's having pork roast leftovers in a garden salad.
Good.
Annie's having Roman beans and rice. I don't know what Roman beans are. Mina's having tacos. Candy's having tacos. It's Tuesday, so
yeah, I always love tacos.
Uh-huh.
Don't get to have them as often as I would like, but
Well, I told Jeffrey that whatever leftovers he ate for lunch, he got to eat the other leftovers for dinner. So we both had spaghetti for lunch. So for dinner, we're having pork roast and green beans and not pork roast, but pork loin and green beans and potatoes and onions that I had
That sounds
cooked
good.
the
Well, I'm
night
probably
before.
gonna have leftover ribs and then my cucumbers.
Mm.
So should I glitter up her wings?
Well, she looks a little lonely in there.
Yeah, maybe she needs some butterflies, or maybe
Either
another
that,
fairy.
yeah, or you could glitter up the flowers and leave her like that.
That's a good idea.
Candy says her tacos are from leftover ribs, and Linda's having catfish, wild brown rice, and asparagus. And I'll tell you what, Linda, if you tell my husband that, he's liable to drive all the way there. Um, that poor man hasn't had any fish in so long. He probably forgot what it is. Catfish is one of the things he orders when we go out because I don't cook it. It's one of those things I don't cook. So
Okay. Well, I've got this glitter.
yeah, that was really pretty stuff. I was able to get some of that. Crunchy munchy taco shells filled with goodness. Now I think it was Anna said some kind of beans, Roman beans. What are Roman beans, Anna? Did I miss her telling me? I don't think so. And that's awesome, Barbara, that you got to help somebody that you help somebody make something fun. The beans are any beans you have. Oh, okay.
So it's the seasonings and stuff you put with them that makes them Roman beans.
Must be. We don't do tacos as much as we do burritos. Oh, that's stuck. Oh, that's not good. We do more burritos than we do tacos. I like tacos, but burritos hold more stuffs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just too sticky. Come on,
I don't know
find
if
a
you can
place to
see the
live.
sparkly, but they're going to be sparkly.
Oh yeah, it showed. Teresa's having chicken fingers, French fries, green beans, and garlic rolls.
And I think I'm just doing this big purple part with the glitter.
With the glitter? Okay.
Yeah, on these.
Why is that not wanting to stay down?
Okay.
I think I will have finished page 3. Now I have to figure out where I wanted to put this.
Now another page that will have to be finished on Thursday while it dries.
Okay, so if I put that there, it's going to cause a little issue with the thing. So I need to put it elsewhere. And that'll be all right because it kind of could use to be elsewhere. Maybe I'll just put it like that. I like it like that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Bean and cheese burrito. She kept saying she wanted to pay me, and my deepest feelings that she had paid me many, many years ago by being the good listener she is. Oh. I was reading Barbara's comment.
Yeah, when you're dealing with somebody like that, it's good to have a good listener around.
Yep, yep. Mm-hmm. Besides,
Okay.
sometimes it's just about having, wanting to do something for someone else, period.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true too.
Uh,
Okay.
well, Jeff likes fish too, and we're someplace that should have really good fish restaurants, and we have been having, of course, since the lockdown and all that mess, we have not been out to eat. But um, before that, we were not finding all of the seafood restaurants. The food had changed so much that there was no place we liked to go for seafood. Um, looks like the Jeep's going to have to go in. He's calling in about it now.
Oh dear.
Yeah, which is not good. Luckily, it's warranted. And the place we had do it, they've been very good to us. Um, they have taken very good care of us in the past.
That's good. It's good to have somebody you feel like you can trust.
Yeah, yeah. The when they put a like a $300 part in my car, and it worked worse than before. And he said, "Bring it back. We'll take it out." And he said, "You just won't have anti-lock brakes." I said, "That's fine." He said, "Just remember how to drive." I said, "Well, I've been driving like that my whole life, so it's not a big deal." I think only 2 of the cars I've ever had anti-lock brakes anyways. One. No. This one, before it went out, and one other. Okay. Okay, see, they're real three-dimensional. I don't know that you can see it so much online, but on screen, but oh, Barbara, that's awesome. To have a good boss for that long? Well, my kidlet, Holly, my kidlet likes fish. I just have never liked fish. But Brandon will eat just about anything. He's okay. I'm gonna have to put some weight on that. So I put this one on the floor. So I finished 3 pages.
Yay.
Yay! I put this one on the floor. Put a book on it.
Well, Darren and Hannah like fish, and me and Ethan do not.
Yeah, that's just the
They
way
get
it
an
works.
urge for fish. We just say, go have fun.
Yeah,
Or we go to Red Lobster because then he can get chicken and I can get shrimp. So,
okay.
okay.
And Teresa, I only like it. Oh, you want to see it closer? Okay. Sorry, Mina, I missed seeing that. I don't know that it's going to focus. Let me turn my autofocus back on. Just 1 second. Come on now, focus. 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 There. See how it you can see this one over here? So you think if I ink my page before I add the napkin, do you think it will get rid of the white space?
The white
Uh,
on your napkin or the white on your page?
yeah,
Because if there's white on your napkin, it'll show up even more if you ink your page.
yep. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is that make sure whatever ink you use is permanent before you start adding your napkin. Okay, so now this one, does it want to have anything on it?
Just a second. Let me try to get this laid down a little bit before
Mm-hmm.
it's wrinkling really bad. So
I really like these little 3D elements that I'm adding to things, though. I really do.
yeah, I think it's beautiful both ways. That does kind of give you a specific thing to look at, though.
Yeah, it gives you a focal point. Yep. Okay. Not a problem, but I got to have a new sponge because that sponge is just falling apart.
Barbara says, yes, it wants that butterfly.
It wants that butterfly. Okay. You're welcome, Mina. And the nice thing about it is since this is not bound, when I bind it, if I bind it a little bit looser than I usually do the crunchy books, it should let it lay flat or flatter.
Yeah. Well, and if you're binding each one with all the elements in place,
Right. Mm-hmm.
then they should take the space they need as you do it.
Right. I'm hoping so. Okay, Laura Lou, she's gonna go work.
Okay, bye-bye. Thanks for
Not
coming in.
not the fun kind, but you know. I started to say, Holly, that or Teresa, is that venison is one of those things that I don't like very many ways, and it really depends on who took the deer. That's the most, yeah. There's only a couple people who I will say, yeah, I'll take some of that because of having said that before and then really disliked the way they handled the deer in the field. People down here have a bad habit of running deer with dogs, and that makes the deer taste really nasty. And if they're not dressed just right away. Now we have a friend in Alabama, and they make a lot of their venison into sausage, and boy, was that good.
So what does this need?
I need something.
Yep.
Yes, Teresa. That's right. If it's brought home to dress, it's gone. Um, they might show up better once you're going to ink around the edges, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and Barbara says it needs a bling, big.
Butterfly.
No, I don't think that's bling. I think that's supposed to be big.
Big butterfly. Okay, well
Yeah.
these are not big, so um I know. I know. I think I know.
She thinks she knows, but she never will find it.
Yeah. I think I know.
Oh, yep, yep. Barbara says it. Teresa says a humongous butterfly. Oh, oh, that's pretty.
That's one of the fairies, but I think it could be a butterfly.
I think it just by itself, without a fairy. The
Yeah.
other one doesn't look so much. It needs a body. That one is just fine, just like it is. And I love the way the napkin shows through it.
Yeah, I do too.
Teresa says, "Yes, there he is."
That's the biggest butterfly I've got.
Okay, tip it. Yeah, yeah. This will not quite so much. Don't you like the way I demand things? Yes, there you go.
Yeah, I'm used to it. We've been doing this a long time, so.
Uh-huh. Barbara says beautiful. Barbara says beautiful. See, so
Okay.
I think that's gorgeous. Now the problem is going to be getting it glued down.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a
Okay, what is that made out of, Lisa? Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. What is that
it's
made out
black
of?
cardstock.
Why don't you Mod Podge your page and stick it down, and then just Mod Podge over the top of it?
Okay.
Don't you think that would be way easier than trying to glue it down, and then it would stay down good?
I don't know. Yeah, it would stay down better. Plus, it would have a solid finish on top. Because if you
Yep.
get a little bit of glue on there,
Then it's gonna, yeah.
yeah, I agree.
And when you finish that one, we should probably stop.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Put some trails with it and whoopies. I'm not sure what the whoopies are, but
I think she means little, like it's been, but I think it's too big for that. There's not.
yeah,
I may draw antenna though
yeah, that might be
after I get it
after it's
dry.
dry.
And oh no, 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 no! Do not bend on me. That's
Okay, Teresa, we're going to get ready to go in here a few minutes anyways. Barbara says, well, now that I've mastered the blanket stitch, I can let you stop. I thought I might go nuts if left by myself. Too funny. Okay. Yeah, that just kind of finishes it off. It's funny how just that little bit
Yeah.
laid in there just finishes it off. I'm loving my pockets too. I love the pockets. Now this one can just go in there. See, just goes in there. Okay, is it caught? There we go. Goes in there. Can go in over here too.
Oh, thank you, Teresa. Just in case you're not here. Well, we're leaving pretty soon. We were supposed to
Yeah.
get off at 4:30, but I mean, I didn't have a deadline. That's just when we planned on getting off.
Yeah. Well, and it's getting really black, so I probably better get off here before it pops my computer.
Yeah, don't want to take any chances with that.
Yeah, already having enough troubles. So, but yep, I'm liking. So I got this. I got these two done. We'll do. We probably should do a little Um, okay,
What
so
we
I got
did today.
yeah, what we did today, and I really love how this came out. And at the same
Second, let me
time,
make you big.
oh, okay.
If I can, there we go.
I like how the curve came out and how this shows the second part of the.
Yeah.
Now, if you weren't watching the other day, this napkin was dark along this edge, and then the other side it was folded that way. So I took the napkin in half and put it in there. Thanks, Barbara. And then there's that one, and there again, that was the same kind of thing. This is what the napkin, kind of looked like. So then I got that tag done. I guess I didn't get much else done. No, it's under the book. Forgot. Uh, I got this one done, which I'm gonna have to. Those didn't stay down very good. I don't know. But they're stuck now, so that's all that matters. And then I got this tag about done. I just have to put its other little 3D element on. So I didn't get much
Yeah.
done, but so that's all.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, I didn't get very far.
Yeah. Well, I didn't either. I got this page done to a point where I can keep it. I got this page done. I trimmed off all the edges. So that's
Yeah,
done. This page is done, but it was done last week.
yeah.
And I put this on, but we're going to go ahead and
Do
add
something
to
on
that.
there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you're froze up.
Uh-oh.
Me? Okay, you're back. Give me just a
Okay.
minute. There we go. Okay.
Weird. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to add more birds to this to give it a focal point.
Yep.
And then I'm going to add a flower and a butterfly and a dragonfly, I think, to this. I've got those glued down on cardstock over there. I did this one, but I didn't ink it yet. I'm still not sure if it's completely finished or not.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, what else? Got this that far.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty. Hold that up where I can see the glitter better. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep, that glitter just really adds to it. And
And
that's
then we're
one
going to
of
put her on there
Yep. Mm-hmm.
once the glitter's dry. And then we did the one with the humongous butterfly
Just now. Yep.
just now. Yeah. Um. Oh shoot.
What? Uh-oh.
Well, I'll just show you. The
Something stuck.
the air conditioner was blowing this back over on top of this.
Uh-oh.
So I
So,
decided just to tear it off real quick, and I ended up tearing that right there.
well,
So I'm going to need to put a little glue down and let it sit to.
uh-huh.
Because it pulled the paper off and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all I got done. Well, I've got some stuff glued to cardstock to be added next time, but
Yeah, I have one little package of that to do, so but at least the pages are progressing and it's starting to give us ideas of what we're going to do with them. And that was I think that was part of my problem in the beginning, was not knowing what was going to happen, what we were going to do to them, how we were going to make them do, something besides just a napkin.
right. I think I'm going to try to find some birds, hummingbirds, butterflies, things like that, of magazine pages to add to it.
To add to it?
Uh-huh. So that because right now all the butterflies I have are that one die cut and then these kind.
Yeah.
And I think I want some different things. So I'm going to see what I can find.
Yeah. Well, don't for yeah. Oh, you've already used some from the tissue paper. So
Yeah, yeah. I've used the tissue paper ones, and I like those now that I got them, um, fixed. And then I've
yeah,
used some of these.
yeah. Well, and the next time if you cut the tissue paper, oh, you can't see it.
Oh,
Oh
just a second. Let me go to you.
well, if you cut the tissue paper, if you cut it, if you fussy cut it, it goes down and it looks way better.
Yeah, yeah. And I just should have put it on cardstock and then fussy cut it, but I
Well,
didn't.
and see,
So
I put these on without fussy cutting them, and this one I just fussy cut it out before I even Mod Podged it down.
yeah,
And then I Mod Podged it straight to the tag, but by cutting it out, you end up without that white line. So,
yeah. Well, we learned something, so that's
yep,
good.
yep,
That's
yep.
good.
So,
All righty. Well,
all
we're gonna
right,
go
yep. We'll see y'all Thursday at 2 o'clock right
at
here on
2 o'clock.
Lisa's channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
That sounds like your son speaking.
And, no, it's just my childhood speaking.
Ah,
Did you
okay.
not watch Batman cartoons when you were a kid?
No, honey. My cartoons were Roadrunner and Felix the Cat.
Oh, I liked those too, but they were old. Batman was modern
No, no,
way
no,
back
no,
then.
no. Oh, and the other one was oh, the professor. Oh, what is the professor's name? Hmm. There was a dog, and there was a little boy, and there was this professor.
Mr.
I'll remember.
Magoo?
No, not Mr.
No.
Magoo. Um, I'll remember and tell you on Thursday if I can remember.
Okay.
But our chat has not moved in a while, so
Okay. Well, we need to say bye then. Bye
yeah.
bye.
We'll see y'all later. Bye bye.